Another anime which I went in blind. Did it convert me to want to watch this series? Let's find out. Chase Lehocky here at the Blue Futon reviewing Spy X Family Code White. What's about? Pretty simple premise. We have a spy family. Two of them are married for this mission, but I don't think they know that they're each actually spies. Then we have an orphan girl who actually has telekinesis and can read minds. And then we have a dog who could actually see into the future. So how it works is the dog sees in the future, the girl reads the dog's mind, and she knows what's going to occur. But she could also read her parents' mind for what is happening, like adult stuff, divorce, etc., etc. But in the meantime, she accidentally eats a chocolate with microfilm in it, and now the military is after her. So, to like this movie, I thought it was a good movie, but I think the 4DX experience enhanced it for me as a normie into this anime. So, when talking about this anime, I think it just came out in 2022, so it's actually fairly recent, but it's making a huge surgence, if you want to put it that way, for a lot of people in Japan and America liking this movie. A lot of people are thinking this movie would get like 10 plus million in the box office. I didn't think so. It doesn't have the Demon Slayer, Dragon Ball factor to it. So it looks like it's going to be a 5 million, which I predicted on the spot. Oh yeah, sometimes I'm just really, really good at this job. Anyway, 4DX. First half of the movie, don't expect a lot, because the first half of the movie is them looking for ingredients, them talking about each character and bringing in new characters for what they actually do. The second half of the movie, holy moly macaroni and cheese, from the God scene on, it is bombastic. It's like a roller coaster, and it's freaking fantastic. There's going to be a lot of water effects for the God scene. The plane scene, a lot of janky movements, and you're thinking, oh, janky movements suck. No, these are some, like, literally some cool ass stuff going on. And since there's a lot of machine gun fire as well, you're gonna get a lot of, okay, that looked bad, but a lot of air effects near your ears. So I thought that was pretty cool as well. So overall, and also though, finally about the 4DX though, it seems like it's very limited because it's also sharing with, I think, Civil War in some spots, as well as Abigail. So a lot of 4DX going on right now, and there was only one showing at the 120, which I saw it. So if you're interested in trying to watch this, but it's subtitled, not dubbed, in 4DX, I recommend it, because the last half of the movie really is some fun 4DX experience. So when talking about the movie itself, I do think it's a fine movie. I do think there is a pacing issue with the first half of the movie. It feels like they are trying to get people involved with this movie that have never seen the animated show. And I do think that is good, but there are some characters which they add, which you're like, who is this person and what are they actually going to bring into the story? Because it opens up on a very, very weak mission, if you want to put it that way. Then, like, later on, we add another character. So I know they're trying to, like, set the scene up, but I do think it's a little bit elongated on that level. And like I said, the whole traveling scene with her in the school and finding ingredients, that is maybe the first half of the movie. Yes, there might be one or two action scenes here and there spread out, but they're very short because it's more on the humor side. It's more of these two adults, like, is this fake marriage going to work? And then you also have this other girl that, really loves this guy, so she wants to be part of this mission and actually, like, do some love interest stuff. Then you also have, like, a identity crisis with the girl saying, is she a good enough mother? Is she a good enough wife to actually play this role? So there's a lot of, exposition and a lot of explaining with these characters in the first half of the movie. So I could see some people being a little bit bored with the first half of the movie. But when you get to the second half, the animation's fantastic. The action is top notch. The actual humor works. If you like immature humor, you're going to love the God scene. That's all I'm going to say. It works for me. It's probably not going to work for some. There's also some good, just dry humor in this show that really does work. But like I said in the beginning, I do think the 4DX really enhanced the movie-going experience for me. So without the 4DX, I would have to think if I enjoyed it as much as I did, because that really enhanced the experience for me. But like I said, with a lot of Japanese anime, the animation's pretty good. It's different from, of course, the Pixar's, the DreamWorks, the Blue Sky Productions, which I really enjoy that we get that different perspective from across the pond, but the opposite way, and that's the ocean. Voice acting, pretty good. I heard the dubbed one, the little girl can be very annoying with her voice acting here. There were some scenes where it was a little bit, kind of like not forced, but overbearing. But it wasn't too bad where you're just like, oh my god, have her stop talking whatsoever. Uh, the story itself is pretty simplistic. The military plot, microfilm, spy movie. It's pretty simplistic stuff. So don't look for any like huge twists and turns because there's not enough characters to put into this movie to think there are twists and turns, or there's not like side characters that you're like, oh, is that going to backstab someone? So don't expect that either. So overall, Spy X Family Code White, will it want me to watch the past series? Probably not, because it didn't really grasp me of like, what is this going to bring different from other animated shows? But that doesn't mean that this movie's a bad movie. It's still very enjoyable. It's unique, and I think it does do a good job of trying to suck in people that haven't seen the show yet. So I think it's positive, pretty good, a little slow, great voice acting, second half, pretty badass. So Spy X Family Code White will receive a 3.5 out of 5 Futons, which equals that 70%. So see the critics and user scores gave this one. So you have critics a 96% with 24 of them, audience score a 99%. And like I said, with this new critic consensus with Rotten Tomatoes, I do not like it whatsoever. But it looks like there is no critic consensus. God, this is some bad. This new app for, look at that. You can't even scroll. This is some bad. This is bad. But yeah, I'm seeing no critic consensus. So there you go. 96, 99, 70. Chase Slack here at the Blue Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. All know things Bhutontopia. You Bhuton, think about your great day. Whoa, what is this? It's like, what the hell is that? Do you guys see it, or am I just tripping balls? Oh yeah, it's this weird glare thing from the lights. It's the perfect time. So weird.